Hello there. So today, uh, they're starting a 100 days challenge. I'm gonna try in hardcore. This idea actually taken from YouTuber Luke the Notable. Hopefully, I'll remember to link his channel page on this. I like the idea of trying to compile, make a long video based off of the entire length of the time of all this, uh, but I don't think that think that I'm I don't think I'm gonna do that because these can be kind of long recordings, so just do it based off each part. But no, okay, so um okay, so allow commands on start world. And you might be asking, well, why are you doing this? Because you see there's this slight thing. So for me to be able to do this whole challenge in the Nether, basically have to go ahead and you know get myself in the Nether. Oh, that's too tough. Alright, and then you go like this, break the portal, and now we start the challenge. Actually, really insane to be right next to a Nether fortress like that. Also, I just got this third-person perspective mod, which seems pretty interesting. But I don't know how that's gonna go. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Oh, and I'm already on fire. That's not good. This might be a hard, a hard challenge, but I gotta get all these mushrooms because mushroom stew might very well be my most reliable food source. You know. I'll say, and also like Luke the Notable, I might very well attempt several challenges off this, depending on if I have any really good attempts, if I say I die, and whatnot, to at the end, then, kind of make more attempts to survive for longer. I don't know. So, yeah, these, this early part is really going to be really a struggle because we're gonna have food issue. My mouse died. That's embarrassing. plug that in. Yes, I like that I got Nether Fortress right off the bat, which would be fantastic if I was doing a speed run, but I'm not. You know, I just want to be able to survive. So I'm currently thinking that I don't know right off exactly what biome would be the best for me to live in, but I probably need to find an area with either one of the forest biomes that's kind of like more hidden off. Maybe it's like in a cave or something. Maybe it's like, I don't know, really high up in the terrain, or maybe really low down next to the lava lake. So that way I don't really have as many mobs bothering me, you know. But I don't know. Be interesting to see how this goes. So yeah, I just need to get those. So there's a warp forest all the way over there. I guess I finally did get myself a zoom mod. It's not perfect, but I like it as much as the Essentials mod that has its own little zoom feature, but it works pretty well, I think. So let's go ahead and make ourselves some basic gear. Make you a couple bowls too, so we can make some food. And then let's make. I'm trying to think here. Well, let's do just sword, axe, and I'm thinking probably pickaxe too. I don't think I need to do a shovel. I have no idea when I'm gonna find any. Well, I'll just say I don't find any stone, but there's basalt delta over there. Just the trick would be if I can manage to actually get over there and survive, you know. But definitely take that. So there we go. I want to get these. And what about a baby piglin? Yes. Those guys don't attack you. And it's not very often I'm using a wooden axe. I can pretty much almost never make a wooden axe. I mean, I've I've definitely made wooden pickaxes before. You kind of have to speed run or to make any progress in the world, but you know, I don't really make the other tools that often. So that's definitely really interesting. I'm gonna try to get as much of this wood as I can. Since this is gonna be my probably most important resource besides mushrooms for food. Maybe I can kill some hoglins. I just need to find a good way to cook their pork chops, so just have to figure out how to do that. So I just got a bit of wood. I guess. Yeah, technically I could kill those zombie piglins for rotten flesh, but they're kind of one of the few mobs in the Nether that doesn't want to kill you on first sight, so kind of just want to maintain their neutrality, you know. Don't want to make them angry. Have them all coming after me just yet, but okay. So let's see here. We got a bit of gold over here. We can try that mine. There's a bit of quartz, but I don't really need that. And as soon as I get some gold, I can make some armor, which means that as long as I don't mine any gold blocks around them, I can basically become friends with little piglins. I don't have to worry about them trying to kill me. So that'd be pretty big. But I don't think that's enough. But let me just see if I can get all this real quick. Man, I do not miss having to mine all this stuff with, you know, wooden pickaxe. I don't know if I can mine any of that gold, so I'm just gonna... Probably should have done it right next to them, but it's fine. Maybe... But that is one thing I'll definitely keep in mind, is make sure I don't accidentally open any chests around these guys. Oh, look, I bet I got obsidian. So that's really nice. Alright, so we got ourselves a fair bit of wood and a couple of mushrooms. I would really want to bring some of that stuff to be able to grow the wood on, because that would be ideal, but I don't have a soul touch pickaxe. Obviously I'm kind of strained in the front, so I have to do what I can. Just make sure I collect all the mushrooms. And of course, avoid dying to any of the, you know, lovely local neighborhood ghasts or magma cubes or anything like that. So, but yeah. So the little timer thing here down at the bottom. Yeah, I forgot that I had that still on here, but I guess it's probably not a bad idea to have that on here, because I'm not going to be having the thing on here for, oh, I should have killed the, I don't have a boat, that's the thing, so I was going to try to kill the Enderman, but I don't, do I really need to try to, you know, do I really need to try to kill him just yet, you know? I'm not trying to go to the end anyways. I'm not allowed to, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm definitely, you know, definitely not dying to Enderman might be kind of a hard thing in this challenge, because again, if I'm not gonna be having like super high level gear, then I'm gonna be really careful about just not looking at them. Otherwise, they're gonna be able to kill me really easily. And that's obviously not ideal. So, yeah, I think we have some blackstone. So that's what we're going to use for our stone. My only complaint with blackstone is that there's no, like, smooth blackstone, so you can't, like, make armor stands or stuff like that with them. But otherwise not too bad. Yeah, I also did get a mod that basically makes the sounds like reverberate or whatever. So I think I'm probably just going to try to get as much of this as I can until my pickaxe is just about to break. And then I'll make a stone one. So I'm grateful that I, had all this stuff, here at spawn. It was pretty. Oh, I was not paying attention. I should have. Oh well, I guess we're not going to be able to celebrate keeping the first wooden pickaxe because that broke, but well, let's just try to get as much of this blackstone as we can for a bit. I'd say probably at least, I don't know, probably at least like 2 stacks maybe, if that much. I don't know. I mean, I'd like more, but I don't know if I can get that much when I have inventory space for other things too. I don't know if I should get some of this basalt or not. Could be nice for the house, but it's not really a requirement. Okay, I think that's plenty. Should be pretty good for now. So now we just need to find, probably, see if I can, just a good spot to set up a base. This is kind of a nice area, I don't know. I just got a good view. Not really that dangerous, too much, but definitely a lot of these guys around here. Which could be a bad thing, but why not? It just depends on how lucky I get not hitting them by accident somehow. But probably not the most worried about them. These guys. But one nice thing is, in this update, is so we're getting... I may not be able to really do... I may not be able to use the happy gas, unfortunately, because, again, you can't place any water in the nether or grow the happy gas up and, be able to use them and all that, but... and even if you could, there's no way to get glass blocks here anyways, so I have that issue too. But I can, excuse me, I can get the new music disc, which is pretty cool. Which you get from killing ghast with your own fireball, so that'll be really nice to get that eventually. I don't know, but But yeah, once I do, kind of set up my own base model, I need to make sure I definitely really want to get a soap touch pickaxe, because then that way, if I can get some of the stuff from the Crimson or the Warped Forest, then I can, yeah, I can get extracted here. And yeah, I can grow mushrooms. I can grow some trees on them, so that'll be pretty important. A bit of a tragic thing here. This is I don't have any way of getting down unless I mine a ton of blocks and you know, bridge down. But I don't know. I mean, that might really be the only way, because I don't have any. And there's no boats. You can't craft a boat with nether wood, so. But, it's kind of interesting to think, because there's a lot of stuff, you know, when you're normally going to the nether, you kind of just take for granted, or you might just be used to. But, you know, now that I'm doing a challenge where I can only use whatever stuff I can get here in the nether, I have to live here, you know, permanently, like, you really have to think about, like, how do I make this place work for me, you know? Like, how do I, you know, really take this situation and make something out of myself in it? But, again, that's life, you know? That's life. So. Definitely a lot of these are red mushrooms. I don't really think as many of the brown ones. I don't know if they don't spawn as much, or... Oh, never mind. I see a couple of them over there. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go walk over there and go ahead and grab those. If I can. There's... I definitely gotta have these. And... Man, I gotta really be careful about how I'm using food on here, because I can't really afford to take too much damage. So. Almost a ghast over there. Hmm. Using this third-person perspective mod, to be honest, not even lie. You can kind of even go into first a bit. Well, second, I see. Whatever. Getting distracted here. But look at the main attraction of having the Ender Pearls is that could probably be a good way of getting me out of really close situations. Although you're gonna have to be really good with it, because if I'm about to die to some lava, I need to have enough health to be able to throw the pearl and not have any immediate dangers to contend with once I do. Once I do land somewhere. Yeah. But yeah. Second, I don't know how long this series is gonna actually be for. I'm trying to go for 100 days, but I don't actually know how long that will take in real life time right off. But you know, if I keep the speedrun timer on here and all that, then maybe you get to see that. Although I can always just, you know, open F3 and and then that way you can kind of find the, you know, the value of how many days. But yes, thank you for that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that right off. We use that, but I could probably use it to make some soul torches, and maybe some soul lanterns, depending on which iron I get. I don't know. Iron will definitely be a bit harder to come by here in the Nether, but it's definitely not impossible. You can get it from either piglin bartering or from the Bastion loot chests, but you gotta have a lot of gold for that. So I'm also not really much of a hardcore player, so it'd be definitely interesting to see how well I do on that front. Look, I need to plug my computer in. Battery's getting lower. Okay. Alright. So I see we're getting a bit closer to Warp Forest, so that might be good. I don't know. Well, yeah, it's like right over there, so... I think that's probably the best biome for me to live in. Just have to make sure I don't accidentally look in the Enderman, and then probably fine. I don't see the regular piglins around here, so other than the kid ones, I'm just gonna grab this gold real quick. Thanks for safeguarding me, by the way. Appreciate it. Okay, it's also kind of by a bit of Crimson Forest too, so that's good. So we can have access to both wood types. That's definitely nice. Make sure I don't accidentally look at the Enderman. Is that a structure right over there I'm looking at, or am I just hallucinating? Yeah, no. Well, let's see. So I know structure-wise, so there's a fortress right up here. There's one over here. There's one down up here. What is that's a treasure bastion? Just a couple hundred blocks away. If I could find a good way to get to it and loot it, I could probably get some pretty good stuff off of that. It'd be really risky, but certainly be worth it. Oh, well, that pickaxe broke, so I guess I'm not gonna remember that one either. So, well, same, but I'll live. So, alright, we get another mushroom stew there. Kind of just organize my inventory a little bit, you know. So I kind of got mushrooms up here. Got kind of, you know, wood and blackstone right there. And then kind of some random resources. And then, yeah, let's make ourselves don't know what I was gonna do. Yes, an obsidian shovel. Let's just make myself some quick wooden, stone tools. I think will be pretty helpful. And I'll make us a stone shovel, because why not? Alright, so now we got ourselves a bit stronger gear. Again, not really that much. I definitely need to definitely need to hunt down some magma cubes. With any of those guys. So I can make some fire res pots. I'm gonna grab some glowstone. Again, I can't use it for a respawn anchor really, because again it's hardcore, but I still want to have a respawn anchor. It would be kind of cool, you know, since I'm part of Nether base. Plus, glowstone's a good light source, so it's really easy. You know, you can just break through your fist and get it. So I ain't complaining. I think it's pretty good. The only complaint is that when you're mining this stuff, you don't really get as many blocks back as you mined. So you don't get 4 pieces of glowstone every time that you mine it, but oh well. Yeah, let's probably get like... Oh my god. Got like one more. Oh my god. Okay, like one more. Okay, now like one more. Oh my god. Okay. Holy frick! This never ends. Why does it get slightly too much or too little? Oh my god. It's gonna end up mining the whole thing. Oh, let's screw. I'll just broke the whole thing. Alright, and then let's see how much that was. It is a shame that they don't have a way to get infinite glowstone. I know that 1.16 snapshots and 1.16.1 you were actually able to get some glowstone dust from piglin bartering, I believe. Or an earlier version you were able to get it from killing blazes. But they removed that for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't like it. Maybe it was... I was saying maybe it was something with witches dropping more glowstone, but they didn't make that change until much further on down the line, so it didn't really make that much sense. There's no really good way for me to get on over there. So... there's no way for me to sleep to be able to pass the time, so I can't really use sleep as a shortcut to make the 100 days go by faster, so... I mean, I could definitely craft beds. So I get string and make wool, and then combine with some wood. But yeah. More brown mushrooms. That's very good. Take those. And I'm glad I really know that you can in fact grow the red and brown mushrooms on these, and also grow to the tall mushrooms like you get in the overworld. Because I did try it on a previous world a long time ago, and it worked. So I'm really glad it does. This might be a nice starter space, because again it's kind of enclosed wood forest, so they don't have as many deadly mobs trying to kill me right off the bat. You know, so that's definitely a plus. This area could work too, but again, it's a bit tight. But there's a bit more view. There's a fortress right there. Not really the structure that I'd be hoping for the most, but maybe if I can, I don't know, really risky, but if I can find out where some of the chests are, I might really get some iron, maybe some diamonds from it. But I guess that's really big if. I could probably find a good way to do it, though. Speaking, probably not a bad idea to make some, these bad boys, so I don't have to mine through quite as much. Kind of save on a few pickaxes worth of materials, you know. And then if there's any lava, I just need to make sure I block it off real fast. Clear it off again. I really need to watch out for both the mobs that spawn in the structure, just like the blaze there, for example, because they're very, very deadly. And they can really, screw this run, this world, I should say. It's not a run. Well, it might be running. Okay, so I think my best bet when I carry this, I just need to block. Any of these guys off. I didn't put the full bright back on here, so kind of regretting that. Probably go to my settings or something, but don't know. Okay, there we go. Video settings. So let's see here. Okay. Kind of wish I had the full bright thing, or maybe good. Oh, well, I guess I can hold this and have that for light source. That's it. Kinda scared him. If I got a wither skeleton skull from that would have been grateful. That's tis fun. Yes, iron. I got some nether warts. Gold horse armor is kind of useless on here, but I will. You know, I will take these chests. Um, Saddles is good though, because I can get it. I can put them on some striders. Oh, a diamond! Let's go, yo. That's nice. That's nice. Don't really know what I'm gonna do with that diamond, but I mean, I can't really make an enchanting table, which is definitely pretty frustrating. But there's no way to get paper for any books. So. Guys over a bit. Hopefully not hit that guy. Bones. Okay, that's good. I got more diamonds. That might be really nice. Okay, more iron. That's really good. I will definitely take that. I'm not kind of. I already have a fair amount of wood. I probably don't need to worry about trying to take all the chests. Probably not necessary, but yeah. But if I loot a bunch of these, Nether fortress, I can get a bit, just a little bit of iron or gold or you know, diamonds or stuff like that. Could be a good way for me to get a bit more gear. Now, actually, I think because I have iron, I think I'm gonna make myself a shield. I think that's a pretty big necessity. I'm gonna place one right there. And gather up the soul sand and other wort. So this, I think potions will be a bit important in this. But again, we're kind of limited on the potions we can have. I think the main ones is just going to be probably regeneration and fire resistance, I reckon. Fire resistance is definitely for sure. How about regeneration? But that might probably be really good too to have a couple of those. Okay, a few pieces of gold, flint and steel. Not gonna complain about that. Be really good for killing some hoglins. So And more nether warts. I got a few of those, but it's alright. I think that's probably most of the chests, I'll say. That probably is. So in terms of iron, I probably want to save it for like cauldron. It's like I could put I can put any water bottles I get from piglin bartering in. Or use it probably just for stuff like shields, you know, pretty big necessity that I'll definitely be needing. I'm gonna put a few of these bad boys in here. Just that's not open. It's a bit open area, but that's fine. Probably don't need to be grabbing all this, but probably a good way for me to be able to tell that I've been in. Whoa, what was that about? I've been in one of these structures before. I don't see any of these parts laying around in here. Probably pretty good on the other wart, though. I don't think there's anything else up there I need to get. See, I have like 49. Nether wart, that's probably plenty. This one right over here. Say two. More nether wart. I don't really need to grab that, but I'm not gonna. So. More iron. Yo, okay, that's good. That's good. Another saddle. I don't really need one right off, but I will grab that just in case. I just need to probably just find a good way to get out of here. I don't really have too much else space for anything. So I got just a couple pieces of leather and some string. I can make some bundles and start putting a lot of the stuff in. That's fantastic. There's two blazes right there. Kind of don't know. I can. How many of these guys I can. I don't know how many of these guys I can really get away with killing, but if I can get a couple of them, I can go ahead and make myself a brewing stand and That could be really good to go ahead and get that done, knocked out of the way. But I don't know, I'm trying to remember what way I came through here. So I think I came out through fountain area. Well, I think. I can look at the map here, and that might help me a little bit. No. Okay, so we got like 3 chests. I got a couple blaze rods. Pretty happy with that. Just need to. Oh shit. Okay. So to make sure I heal up. Good thing I have a couple of mushroom stews though that I can sing, so that's definitely a plus. I technically make shears. I don't really know what the point of those would be on here, but yeah, I can use those, yeah. I didn't drop any. Didn't drop anything. Yeah, so we came in through this way. Do that now. Just need to hop on back out. Well, let's see, I have 8 of those. I have 4, I have basically 12 stew, 20 red mushrooms. Don't need to eat just yet. You can get a bit of allergy stuff going on, so. Don't know what that's all about, but I'm trying to mine down here. That part of the I'll say that's that part of the fortress. I couldn't tell. It looked like just a giant box to me, but I think it is. It's definitely part of the fortress. That's for sure. Okay. I guess we're just gonna create a bit of a tunnel here. Might be better just going this way. Or not. And a bit of a pickle here. I want to eat, but I don't waste away my food just yet. I'm just gonna make a bit of a run for it through the forest. I don't want to live right next to a fortress. I don't feel too safe about that. Okay. Just gonna watch out for hoglins. Probably a few of those around here somewhere. Maybe we can get over to that workforce part over there. I think that's probably a good spot for me to end this part episode off on. I think. And I just get myself going a bit. Glad it's not been a terrible start, that's for sure. And having a half decent spawn can really make or break, you know, your experience of this kind of stuff. But fortunately, okay, I just need a bridge on over. Or to replace the planks, though. So I'm not too worried about that. Get some super friendly hoglins. Is that gonna be enough planks to get all the way across? A bit skeptical. Might have to try to kind of loop around a bit, but I don't think I'm gonna get there in time before I'm gonna end this episode. Let's see. Well, that might be good enough. There's a bit more wood than I thought I had. I thought I had about 2 stacks, but that's about 3, so might be good as long as we can do a bit of just good navigation around this biome. I could probably get over there without any major obstacles. No mistakes. Probably fine. So, I need to work on the whole clutching method issue. My best bet's probably going to be some of these vines. Probably the blue ones a bit more. They're really going to be handy to have. Okay, well, we're just about over to them, but I want to go grab these mushrooms real quick. Make sure I keep a good stash of these mushrooms on me. You know, if I even just have like a stack, half a stack on me every time I do need another exploration, that'd probably be pretty good. Just gotta make sure to keep quite a few bowls on me, and then I'm probably doing fine. I was gonna say put one of those bowls in my inventory there, but I don't have really any space, so actually, no, I was gonna do this in an hour, but I kind of want to go ahead and trade with this, or barter, I should say, barter with this piglin just a little bit. We'll see if I can make a bundle. No, that's you know, that's a step in the right direction. And we also get string. I really need gravel. It's not really quite as. Let's move that. Well, yeah, fire charge is basically useless. I mean, but blackstone is nice. Think about that. I'm hoping for some string, if you wouldn't mind. I was not asking for obsidian. I already have 6 pieces. Yes. Okay, that is precisely what I wanted to see. So I thank you for that. I'll put all of these things in here. Would you look at that? We've already got a lot of inventory space taken care of. So. Yeah, there's a gold right there. Whatever, I'll just give it to you. Alright, well, let's go collect these. And, I'll keep these out. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for this issue. See this issue, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is like a newspaper. This is gonna be it for this episode. So when we're ending this off, this is what day is that? I'm trying to look through the whole. Okay, yeah, this is day 3. So if I'm assuming that every episode is gonna be an hour, and each episode's just gonna be 3 days, then we're gonna be in for a very long one. Very long challenge indeed, because I can't sleep. I can't sleep the nights away, so you know, there is no nights to be slept away. But anyways, if you enjoyed this, feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you can see more stuff like this, or speedrunning content, or whatever. Or if you just want to see many of my vlog videos, like summer sit-ins or daily walks or anything like that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.